What if you could step quietly through the misty streets of a medieval town, the sun still yawning over rooftops, and find yourself at the threshold of a guild hall, where work, wonder, and whispered secrets wait gently in the shadows? What if you could pause there, for just a moment, and breathe in a world that has endured centuries, a place where time moves slowly, deliberately, and every stone, every tool, every flicker of candlelight carries a story? Before we wander further, I invite you softly, with the gentlest encouragement, to like, subscribe, and leave a little note in the comments. I would love to know where you are listening from tonight. Perhaps your room is dimly lit, a single lamp glowing like a distant star, or perhaps you are curled under blankets, the quiet hum of a fan or the gentle rustle of leaves outside your window accompanying you. Wherever you are, let this moment be yours, a shared space of calm and curiosity. Now, take a slow, deep breath in. Let your lungs fill gently, slowly, fully, and exhale, releasing the tension of the day, the worries that may have lingered at the edges of your mind. Again, inhale and out, soft, steady, letting your body settle, allowing your shoulders to drop, your jaw to soften, your mind to drift like a feather on a gentle current. Allow your awareness to expand, to notice the quiet sounds around you, perhaps a distant clock ticking, the soft whisper of wind brushing against a window, a bird settling into the night, or perhaps nothing at all. And in that nothingness, find a vast space, a canvas for imagination and calm. Tonight, we will step together into a world of gentle labor and quiet mastery, a medieval town where the air is cool with morning mist, where the faint scent of damp cobblestones mingles with smoke curling from chimneys, the aroma of fresh bread drifting from bakeries, a hint of herbs from small gardens tucked between timber-framed houses, a place where every corner seems to hum with quiet life. Imagine yourself walking down a narrow street, the cobblestones uneven beneath your feet, smooth from centuries of footsteps, mist curling gently around your ankles, the early morning light spilling across tiled rooftops and wooden shutters, the distant clang of a bell marking the slow passage of time, each sound and sight a note in a soft, meditative symphony. Along this street, you notice the small shops beginning to stir, a blacksmith opening his forge, sparks dancing like fireflies in the cool air, a baker kneading dough, the soft, rhythmic pat of hands against flour-dusted wood, a weaver adjusting threads on a loom, the quiet whisper of silk against silk, and somewhere, faintly, the melody of a lute drifting from an open window, a song that seems to linger just for you. And then, the guild hall appears before you, a timber-framed building, strong and welcoming, the sign swinging gently in the breeze, painted with symbols of craft and care, perhaps a hammer and chisel crossed, a loom and shuttle, or the simple emblem of a healer's herbs. It is an invitation, not loud or demanding, but soft, patient, and steady, calling you to enter, to observe, to learn, to belong. Step closer. Feel the worn wood under your fingertips, smooth from countless hands that have passed before. The door creaks softly as you push it open, and inside, a different world unfolds, a gentle hush, broken by the quiet rhythm of work, the soft murmur of voices exchanging instruction, the clink of metal against metal, the rhythmic tapping of tools, each strike deliberate, each movement a meditation. Notice the warmth, the air soft with the scent of oils, smoldering hearths, and the faint sweetness of polished wood. Your eyes adjust. Light from candles and small windows plays across benches and shelves. Shadows stretch across stone floors, moving slowly, like gentle waves. And in this light, every tool, every object, every corner seems alive, each carrying its own story, its own quiet energy. As you pause, imagine the guild members turning toward you, not with hurry, not with expectation, but with the calm acknowledgement of one traveler arriving at the threshold. A nod, a soft smile, a subtle gesture of welcome. You are part of something larger now, something that has endured centuries, a rhythm of life that stretches beyond you, beyond this town, beyond the very walls you now stand within. Take a moment, breathe in and out, letting the warmth, the scents, the quiet motion of this place sink into you. Feel the cobblestones of the town below your feet, the smooth wood beneath your fingers, the steady heartbeat of a community moving as one, and allow yourself to drift, slowly, into this gentle rhythm. Tonight, we are not rushing, we are not striving, we are simply present, and in this presence, every small detail becomes a story, every sound a meditation, every breath a soft echo of history. Let the flickering candlelight guide your mind. Let the quiet murmur of distant voices remind you of continuity and connection. Let the warmth of hearth and craft enfold you, and as you breathe, notice the calm spreading, from the crown of your head, down through your shoulders, your chest, your hands resting softly, the gentle rise and fall of your abdomen, all the way to your feet, grounded, heavy, connected to the cobblestones and the rhythm of this imagined town. Let your thoughts drift like mist over the river that runs quietly through the town, drifting past half-open windows, past doors with faintly glowing candlelight, past small gardens where herbs grow, past children rubbing sleep from their eyes, and merchants arranging their wares, all moving together in the slow, patient rhythm of life. And now, let your mind wander gently into the possibilities of the guild. The workshops filled with quiet focus, the tools waiting patiently to be held, the master and apprentices guiding hands with soft instruction. Imagine learning, slowly, deliberately, feeling the satisfaction of your own hands moving in harmony with the craft, feeling small sparks of understanding, of growth, of calm accomplishment. Take one last, deep breath in, and let it drift out, releasing the weight of the day, leaving only curiosity, only calm, only the gentle anticipation of stories yet to be told. And now, we are ready to step further, to follow the cobblestone streets deeper into the heart of the guild, into the rhythm of medieval life, into the quiet, deliberate art of being present. What if you wandered further into the medieval town now, the morning mist curling gently around cobblestones, the sun stretching its pale fingers over timbered rooftops, and every step you take feels deliberate, echoing softly in the quiet streets. A distant bell tolls slowly, marking the hour, the rhythm of a town that has awakened slowly, as it has for centuries. Take a deep, full breath in and exhale, letting your shoulders soften, your jaw unclench, your chest rise and fall gently, allowing the sounds, the smells, the textures of this town to enter your awareness, letting the world beyond drift slightly away. Here, now, there is only this slow unfolding of life. The streets stretch narrow, lined with houses that lean slightly toward each other, timbered frames painted in earthy colors, moss creeping in gentle patches along stone foundations, shutters still closed in some windows, catching the soft glint of sunlight on the glass, and in the alleys, the faint sound of a dog padding along stone, a cart rolling over uneven cobbles, the rustle of fabric as a merchant adjusts a top. The air carries a symphony of scents, damp stone from last night's rain, the sharp, metallic tang of the blacksmith's forge, the sweetness of bread rising in the bakery, herbs tucked into small gardens, and faintly, the scent of straw and hay, and perhaps a horse in a distant stable. Each note is subtle, almost imperceptible, yet together they form the delicate perfume of daily life, grounding you, connecting. You step slowly, notice the uneven cobbles beneath your feet, each stone a whisper of centuries past. Notice the subtle way sunlight touches the streets, glinting off puddles, the way shadows stretch and move. A child skips by, hoop rolling across the stones. A cat slips silently along a fence. A journeyman adjusts his leather apron and continues on. Each detail becomes a meditation, a thread weaving you into the rhythm of the town. The market is beginning to stir. Merchants set up their stalls carefully, arranging fruits and vegetables. Soft chatter rising into the morning air. A baker pats a loaf into its final shape, kneads gently. A blacksmith fans the coals of his forge. Sparks fly briefly, catching the light like tiny fireflies. You notice each motion, each pause, each deliberate action, all moving with quiet intention, each a note in the town's gentle song. The guild hall stands ahead, its timbered walls solid and welcoming. A carved sign sways softly, painted with symbols of craft, perhaps a hammer and chisel, a loom, or a bundle of herbs. Each emblem speaks silently of dedication, of skill passed down through generations, of the patient rhythm of work and learning. Approach slowly. Feel the cool wood beneath your fingertips. The carvings worn smooth by countless hands. Push open the heavy door, and warmth spills across your senses. Light falling on benches and shelves. The soft murmur of voices. The rhythmic clink of metal. The whisper of cloth against wood. The deliberate movement of hands. Every sound a meditation, every motion part of a centuries-old dance of craft. Take another slow, deep breath, in and out. Let the calm settle. Feel the floor beneath your feet, solid and grounding. Notice the sunlight spilling across the workshop. Dust motes drifting lazily in its warmth. The master pauses, nodding gently in your direction. Apprentices glance up, soft smiles or polite bows acknowledging your presence. Each detail draws you further in. The rhythm of centuries flowing into your body, your awareness. The slow, deliberate movements of hands shaping wood or metal. The careful attention to every stroke, every adjustment. The reverent handling of tools. You're not rushing. You're not striving. You're simply present, a quiet observer and participant in this meditative, timeless rhythm. Outside, the streets continue to stir. Faint music drifts from a lute in the distance. The market hums gently. Birds call softly from the rooftops. A breeze moves through alleyways, carrying scents and whispers. You feel the pulse of life here, steady and unhurried, and you synchronize with it, breathing slowly, deeply, letting the rhythm settle into your own heartbeat. You notice the small details, the rough texture of cobblestones beneath boots, the warmth of sunlight on stone walls, the subtle sway of a hanging sign, the gentle glimmer of dew on leaves in a small garden. All of these details anchor you, calm you, and allow your mind to wander softly, slowly, in tune with the unfolding day. Take another deep, measured breath, in and out. Notice the warmth in your hands, the steady rise and fall of your chest, the grounding of your feet. Allow the sounds, scents, and sights of the town to flow into you, to settle in your awareness. You are here, fully, quietly, present, and now, as the master turns to instruct an apprentice, as the blacksmith's hammer strikes steadily, as the baker pulls another loaf from the oven, you linger at the threshold, feeling the slow heartbeat of craft, the deliberate rhythm of life, the timeless flow of human effort and care. Soon, we will step fully into the workshop, observe the motions, the tasks, the soft rituals of the apprentices. But for now, let your senses linger, let your body sink into the calm, the town, the guild, the morning, all unfolding around you, slowly, deliberately, peacefully. What if, as you step further into the guild hall, the warmth of the morning light pooling across warm benches, the air scented with wood, wax, and oil, you begin to notice the people within, each one moving with quiet purpose, deliberate attention to their work, yet aware of you, a new presence in their shared rhythm. Take a deep, slow breath, in and out, letting your body settle further, noticing the gentle hum of activity around you, the soft scrape of a tool against wood, the whisper of fabric sliding. Along a table, the subtle creak of floorboards under careful steps, each sound a note in the symphony of the guild, slow, steady, deliberate, and you, a silent observer, breathing with it, present, calm. Ahead, the guild master pauses in his work, a figure both imposing and gentle, his hand steady as he examines a piece of crafted wood. A faint smile crosses his face as he notices your arrival, his eyes warm yet discerning, reflecting years of careful labor and quiet authority. You feel a subtle pull of respect, but not fear, a soft invitation to learn, to belong, to move slowly into this world of craft. Nearby, apprentices bend over their work, some adjusting leather, some polishing metal, some aligning threads on a loom, each movement practiced. Deliberate, their faces calm yet focused. A few glance at you briefly, returning to their tasks, curiosity soft in their eyes, welcoming yet measured, aware that this is a space of both work and observation. The master gestures gently toward a nearby bench, a subtle invitation. You approach slowly, taking care to observe, to feel the smooth wood beneath your fingertips, the faint grain of the surface, the lingering warmth from hands that worked here before. Each small sensation grounds you, ties you to this place, and the gentle rhythm of labor becomes your own. Take another slow breath, in and out. Notice your hands resting lightly on the bench, the subtle tension in your shoulders releasing, the pulse of your own heartbeat synchronizing with the measured movements around you. Here, in this quiet space, there is no rush, no urgency, only presence, and a gentle, patient guidance toward understanding. The master speaks softly, his voice low and steady, words careful, deliberate, like the strokes of a brush across parchment. He explains a simple task, not overwhelming, not urgent, just a small beginning, a motion, a gesture, a rhythm. You watch, noticing how his hands move, how his eyes guide without imposing, how patience and precision coexist in every step. An apprentice leans over slightly, offering a small demonstration, hands steady, gestures slow, each movement a reflection of repeated practice. The way they handle the tool, the way they align their work, you observe, you mirror, slowly, deliberately, aware of every subtle motion, the flow of energy, the quiet focus, the calm continuity. The room seems to breathe around you, the hum of activity softening as you adjust, each breath a connection, each glance a lesson, not rushed, not hurried, simply present, simply learning, slowly, deliberately, absorbing not only the motion but the atmosphere, the shared rhythm, the unspoken understanding that work is both craft and meditation. Notice the light shifting across the room, the way it falls on tools, benches, and hands, golden slivers catching on polished metal, dust motes drifting lazily, the warm glow of morning sun blending with the cooler shade of the timbered walls. Each detail slows time, allows you to sink deeper into the rhythm, to let calm settle fully. A soft laugh drifts from one corner, an apprentice teasing gently, the master shaking his head with mild amusement. Yet the sound is quiet, controlled, part of the gentle pulse of the guild. You inhale and exhale, letting the rhythm of life in this place infuse your own awareness. The measured beat of labor, observation, and patient guidance. As you begin the first tentative movements, placing a tool, adjusting a piece, you notice small corrections from the master, quiet gestures, not abrupt, not harsh, each one a lesson, a reflection of centuries of knowledge. You feel the gentle pull of learning, the subtle shaping of skill, not forced, not hurried, only suggested, allowing you to absorb, to adjust, to move with patience. Around you, the guild hall continues its slow symphony, hammers tapping softly, cloth brushing against wood, the faint scent of oil and wax drifting in the morning air. every motion deliberate, every sound resonant, each one grounding you, connecting you to a lineage of hands, of minds, of care, stretching backward through generations, and forward into your own calm awareness. Take a moment to breathe, in and out, feeling your body attuned to the rhythm of the guild, noticing your feet on the floor, your hands on the bench, your chest rising and falling, aware of the presence of others, aware of the past, aware of the shared moment of calm learning. And now, imagine the day unfolding slowly, tasks measured and deliberate, the master guiding with quiet wisdom, the apprentices moving with practiced focus, the sunlight drifting through windows, playing across the room, each small motion, each breath, each glance, an invitation to presence, to stillness, to gentle understanding. Here, in this quiet hall, you begin to feel a subtle transformation, not dramatic, not urgent, just the gentle settling of curiosity into focus, observation into participation, hesitation into mindful movement. You are becoming part of the rhythm, a silent note in the centuries-long melody of craft. So, take another slow breath, in and out. Feel the pulse of the guild settling into you, the warmth of sunlight, the faint scent of wood and wax, the quiet attention of hands, eyes, and heart. You are present, calm, learning, slowly, deliberately, part of a lineage of patience and care. Tonight, the story continues, gently, with each step, each motion, each soft sound, leading you further into the medieval world of guilds, into the quiet pulse of craft, and into the gentle unfolding of history, one calm breath at a time. What if you stepped fully into the heart of the guild now, the workshop spreading before you like a quiet sanctuary, benches lined with tools, every surface smooth from careful use, sunlight filtering through tall, narrow windows, dust motes drifting lazily in the golden light, and the air humming softly with motion. Take a slow, deep breath, in and out, letting your body sink into the calm of the room, the warmth of the air on your skin, the faint scent of oil and wax, the gentle hum of activity around you. Each breath grounds you further, each exhale lets you release tension, settling into the rhythm of the workshop. Notice the tools carefully arranged along benches, hammers, chisels, knives, awls, with shavings scattered like soft snow across the floor, lengths of leather and bolts of cloth waiting patiently to be transformed by skilled hands. Each object holds a history, each surface a memory of previous labor, every glance is a lesson, a meditation on patience, precision, care. The master moves slowly across the room, observing, guiding, his hands steady. He lifts a chisel, demonstrates emotion with soft authority, his movements deliberate, rhythmic, each strike precise, teaching not with urgency, but with the quiet patience of centuries. You watch, breathe, and mirror, each small gesture absorbed into your awareness. Apprentices bend over their workstations, some carving, some polishing, some measuring, their movements fluid, repetitive, meditative. A soft murmuring of conversation rises and falls. Gentle instructions, quiet laughter. You notice how their hands glide over tools, how their eyes follow each motion, each pause, each adjustment, a testament to careful learning and mindful repetition. The air carries a symphony of subtle sounds, the rhythmic tapping of hammer against metal, the soft scrape of a knife along wood, the whisper of cloth or leather sliding across a table, the faint creak of floorboards, each sound deliberate, each one grounding, softening your thoughts, inviting you to synchronize, to move with the pulse of the workshop. Sunlight filters through high windows, catching dust motes in its glow. Warm slivers of light touch polished surfaces, flicker across benches, highlight the careful arcs of apprentices' hands. You notice the subtle shadows stretching and shifting with every motion, the interplay of light and shadow creating a living pattern, a meditation in itself. Take a moment. Feel your own body in this space. Your hands resting gently, your feet grounded, your breath slow, deep, deliberate. Allow yourself to move along with the rhythm, observing, absorbing, feeling the flow of work and quiet instruction, each detail settling into your awareness. Your mind soft, open, receptive. Notice the textures around you, the smooth polish of wood, the roughness of leather, the cool hardness of metal, the faint softness of cloth. Each sensation anchors you, drawing you fully into the present. The workshop is alive, yet patient, alive with centuries of human care, teaching without rush, inviting stillness, presence, awareness. The master pauses by one apprentice, adjusts a tool with gentle precision, a small correction, not abrupt, not harsh. The guidance is calm, measured, a teaching of patience, of observation, of mindful attention. You watch, notice, feel the rhythm settling into your own body, the quiet pulse of labor echoing in your heartbeat. A small bell tolls faintly from the town square. The sound drifts in, mingling with the hum of the workshop. You inhale and exhale, letting the bell and the rhythm of hands, tools, and sunlight carry you deeper into presence. Each moment becomes a meditation, each breath a soft echo of centuries of careful craft. You move slowly to a bench, guided by the master's quiet gesture, hands brushing lightly over worn surfaces, feeling the grain of the wood, the edges of tools, a deep awareness settling into your fingers, your palms, the subtle joy of touch, the meditative satisfaction of potential, waiting to be shaped. Observe the apprentices again. Notice the subtle variations in their motions, some deliberate and precise, some fluid, practiced. The gentle guidance of the master weaving through the room like a soft current. You inhale the calm, exhale into stillness, letting every motion, every sound, every sense settle into your awareness. The sunlight shifts, shadows stretching across the floor, dust motes drifting lazily in its golden warmth. The faint clink of metal, the soft scrape of leather, the whisper of cloth. The heartbeat of the workshop, steady, unhurried, deliberate, and you, breathing with it, moving slowly with it, present in every subtle detail. Take another deep, slow breath, in and out, noticing your body, your chest rising and falling, your hands resting lightly on the bench, your feet grounded, allowing the rhythm of the guild, the workshop, and centuries of quiet labor to flow into your awareness, settling you, calming you, guiding you. Here, in the workshop, you are part of something larger, a quiet lineage of craft, of patience, of deliberate attention, each tool, each movement, each breath a meditation, and you are welcome to observe, to learn, to exist fully in this gentle rhythm. Soon, you will begin to handle the tools yourself, to trace motions, to carve, to shape, to polish, to feel the quiet joy of participation. But for now, linger, absorb, notice, breathe. Let the workshop teach you not only skill, but patience, presence, and calm. What if you finally take a step closer to a workbench, the master's steady presence guiding you, the warmth of sunlight spilling across the smooth wood, the faint scent of oil, wax, and wood shavings filling the air, and your hands hover just above the tools. Waiting, learning, breathing. Take a deep, slow breath, in and out. Feel your body soften, your shoulders lowering, your hands relaxing, your mind opening to the gentle rhythm of the guild. There is no rush here, no urgency, only presence, observation, and the patient guidance of centuries of craft. The master speaks softly, a calm, deliberate tone, each word measured, precise. He explains the first task, a simple motion, a careful shaping of a small piece of wood, or perhaps a delicate adjustment to a leather strap. Nothing overwhelming, only a gentle introduction, a rhythm to mirror, a meditation in motion. You watch him move first, noting the way his hands hold the tool, the angle of his wrist, the subtle pressure he applies, the slight pause, the lift, the glide, every motion deliberate, fluid, intentional. You inhale and exhale, letting the rhythm enter your awareness, letting your body adjust to the flow. The apprentices around you continue their own tasks, some tracing lines on wood, some smoothing surfaces, some aligning threads. The sounds form a soft, steady symphony. The tap of a hammer, the scrape of a knife, the whisper of fabric or leather, each note precise, deliberate, soothing, grounding you in the present moment. Now, you attempt the motion yourself. Hands trembling slightly, fingertips brushing the tool, feeling its weight, noticing the texture of the handle, the subtle resistance of the material. The master steps closer, a soft nod, a quiet adjustment of your hand. No words, only guidance through touch and demonstration, a delicate dance of teaching. Feel the warmth of the sun across the bench, the smoothness of wood beneath your palms, the faint scent of oil in the air, the gentle rhythm of breathing in and out, in and out. Your first strokes are imperfect, and that is expected. Each small correction a lesson, each motion a meditation, every touch connecting you to the lineage of hands that have worked here for generations. The master moves on, observing another apprentice, then returns, guiding you again, adjusting your posture, your grip, your gaze. The instructions are soft, deliberate, layered with patience. The quiet insistence that mastery is born of repetition, observation, and gentle awareness. Notice the subtle details around you, the glint of sunlight on polished metal, the faint curve of a wooden edge, the delicate grain running through the surface, the soft, measured movement of a tool against material. Each moment slows time, each observation settles your mind, each breath connects you to the calm pulse of the workshop. Your hands begin to feel more confident, movements slightly smoother, a soft rhythm emerging, the faint scratch of wood under the blade, the gentle friction of leather, a whisper of tactile feedback that teaches more than words could, each sensation grounding, each motion a meditation, a dance of care and attention. Take another slow, deep breath, in and out. Feel your body aligned with the rhythm of the room, your senses attuned to the subtle symphony of sound, touch, and scent. Your mind absorbing not only the motion, but the calm patience of centuries. You are part of this lineage now, even in this small, quiet beginning. The master nods, approvingly, not loudly, not excessively, just a gentle acknowledgement. Your first lesson is unfolding successfully, and you realize the depth of care in each simple motion, the deliberate patience, the soft rhythm of learning. You look around the workshop, observe the other apprentices, the master's gentle corrections, the light shifting across benches, dust motes dancing lazily, the warm golden glow of sunlight highlighting the textures of tools and surfaces. You breathe with it, in and out, letting the calm settle, letting your presence become part of the workshop, part of the rhythm. Soon, you will continue with more tasks, shaping, adjusting, polishing, each motion deliberate, each action a lesson in patience, focus, and presence. For now, linger in this moment. Absorb the quiet satisfaction of first attempts. Feel the flow of guidance, observation, and subtle correction, the soft pulse of centuries of craft settling into your awareness. Take one last deep, deliberate breath, in and out. Feel your hands, your chest, your feet. Notice the rhythm of the workshop, the soft murmur of voices, the clink of metal, the whisper of fabric. You are present, calm, learning, and the first lesson has begun, slowly, deliberately, peacefully. What if, after your first tentative movements, you began to settle more fully into the workshop? your hands familiar with the weight of tools, your eyes attuned to the subtle glint of sunlight on wood and metal, the air carrying the quiet hum of motion, the scent of oil, wax, and dust filling your senses. Take a slow, deliberate breath, in and out, letting your body sink into the calm, feeling the pulse of the room, noticing your feet grounded on the worn floorboards, the steady rise and fall of your chest, the faint, rhythmic tapping of a hammer in the distance, each sound, each movement, each breath guiding you deeper into presence. The master moves among the apprentices, not rushing, not commanding, only observing, occasionally offering a soft nod or a subtle gesture, a shift of posture, the adjustment of a hand, each correction gentle, deliberate, patient. You notice how even the smallest motion carries weight, intention, a lesson in mindfulness, focus, and careful attention. You pick up your tool again, this time with more confidence, your fingers curling naturally around the handle, the warmth of the wood, the subtle balance of the metal. You begin a repetitive motion, a stroke, a cut, a press, smooth, deliberate, echoing the rhythm of your breath, in and out, letting the motion guide your awareness. Around you, the workshop is alive, but quiet, not noisy. The soft clinks of metal, the scrape of wood on a bench, the gentle brushing of cloth or leather, the distant murmur of conversation, each sound a note in a symphony of calm activity. You begin to move with it, your own rhythm syncing with the pulse of the room. The sunlight shifts through the windows, long beams of light illuminating benches, dust motes dancing lazily in golden streaks, every surface touched by warmth, every shadow moving gently across polished wood. You notice how light interacts with texture, how motion interacts with stillness, how breath interacts with presence. Each observation grounding you further. Your strokes become smoother, more confident, yet careful, each motion a meditation. The feel of the tool against material, the subtle resistance, the soft give, feedback flowing into your awareness, teaching more than words ever could. You inhale and exhale, letting sensation guide understanding, letting practice cultivate patience. The master pauses by your side, gestures softly, adjusts your grip, a faint, approving nod. No words, only movement, observation, and the gentle transfer of knowledge. You feel the rhythm settling in your hands, in your shoulders, in your awareness. The workshop, the tools, the light, the air, all merging into a slow, deliberate flow. Notice the apprentices nearby, each following their own rhythm, yet connected to the same pulse, some hammering, some cutting, some polishing. Their bodies moving in harmony with tools and materials, occasionally glancing at the master, who weaves silently among them, offering quiet guidance, subtle encouragement, an unspoken invitation to presence. Take another slow breath, in and out, feeling your chest rise and fall, your fingers curling lightly around the tool, your feet grounded firmly on the floor, noticing the small sensations, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the faint scent of wax, the gentle hum of activity. Each moment a thread in the fabric of calm and focus. The rhythm becomes more than motion, it becomes awareness. Each strike, cut, or press an echo of centuries of practice. Patience distilled into movement, the lineage of hands, eyes, and minds that shaped this guild, now flowing gently into your own presence. You are learning not just the craft, but the subtle art of attention, of deliberate focus, of harmony with time. The master moves on, leaving you to continue your work, but the guidance lingers, in the tilt of your hand, the pressure of your fingers, the awareness of breath and motion. You feel the workshop's heartbeat syncing with your own, slow, steady, deliberate, a calm rhythm of labor, learning, and quiet reflection. Outside, sunlight shifts, the town beyond continues its own quiet rhythm. Faint bells toll, Children laugh in distant streets. The smells of bakeries, herbs, and damp earth drift in. You inhale and exhale, letting the wider world merge gently with the workshop, the inner rhythm flowing seamlessly with the outer. Take a deep, slow breath, in and out, noticing your hands, your arms, your chest, your feet, letting every sensation settle, feeling the rhythm of the workshop, the pulse of the guild, and the steady flow of centuries of craft infuse your awareness. You are present, patient, calm, learning, growing into the rhythm. Now, imagine hours passing slowly, your motions becoming more natural, the master's soft guidance occasionally touching your awareness, sunlight shifting across surfaces, shadows lengthening, dust, motes dancing, and you, breathing, moving, observing, part of this gentle, timeless flow. Tonight, the story continues. With each stroke, each motion, each breath, a meditation, a quiet journey into patience, skill, and presence. Learning the rhythm, letting the guild's heartbeat become your own, slowly, deliberately, peacefully. What if, as the day unfolds, you encounter your first true challenge in the workshop, a moment where concentration wavers, where your hands hesitate and the rhythm of your motions falters, but not in panic, only as a soft invitation to pause, breathe, and return. Take a slow, deliberate breath, in and out, letting your body settle, your mind quiet, your awareness attuned to the gentle pulse of the room, the workshop around you humming softly, each tool, each motion, each breath part of a quiet symphony. And now, you are invited to focus, to learn through the subtle disruption. The master watches from nearby, his gaze calm, steady, attentive, not judging, not rushing, only observing, offering a gentle presence, a reminder that learning is not linear, that difficulty is part of the process. You notice how even in challenge, there is opportunity, a chance to refine awareness, patience, skill. Your hands encounter the difficulty. Perhaps the grain of the wood resists the blade, or the leather wrinkles unexpectedly. A small imperfection appears where you hoped for smoothness. You inhale and exhale, letting the moment slow, each breath a reminder to be deliberate, to observe, to adjust. The apprentice next to you notices your pause, a quiet glance, a soft smile, no words, only presence. You feel the shared rhythm of learning, the understanding that mistakes are not failures, only lessons, only gentle nudges toward deeper attention. Take another slow breath, in and out. Notice your hands, your fingers, the way the tool rests. In your grip, the subtle tension in your shoulders, the rise and fall of your chest. You adjust, slowly, deliberately, each movement a meditation, a conversation between body, tool, and material. The master approaches, soft steps on the worn floorboards. He demonstrates once more, his hands steady, precise, the motion fluid, deliberate. You mirror, slowly, carefully, noticing every nuance, the subtle angle of the wrist, the pressure applied, the rhythm of motion, soft, steady, patient. Around you, the workshop continues, the gentle tap of hammer on metal, the soft scrape of wood against bench, the whisper of leather shifting, the faint murmur of conversation, each sound a grounding thread, each motion a reminder that presence matters more than perfection. You try again, hands moving with intention, eyes focused, but not rigid, allowing the rhythm to guide you. The difficulty softening as awareness deepens, the resistance of material now a teacher, each stroke, each press, each adjustment a lesson in patience, observation, and care. Notice the subtle details, sunlight catching dust motes, shadows stretching across benches, the warm tones of wood, the cool glint of metal, the soft curve of leather, all grounding you, inviting presence, reinforcing calm, reminding you that even challenge is part of the rhythm of the guild. Take a deep, steady breath, in and out. Feel the pulse of the workshop, the heartbeat of the guild, the steady flow of centuries of careful labor. Notice your own heartbeat sinking slowly with the rhythm, each motion deliberate, each breath measured, each moment an opportunity to grow. The master steps back, nods subtly. No praise, no rush, only acknowledgement. Your challenge has become your teacher, a reminder that mastery is cultivated slowly, through repetition, through awareness, through the gentle acceptance of imperfection. You continue your task, hands steadier, motions more confident, the rhythm of the room flowing through you, the soft hum of the apprentices, the deliberate guidance of the master, the warm sunlight drifting across the benches, all blending into a quiet meditation on learning, patience, and presence. Take another slow breath, in and out. Let the tension of the challenge dissolve. Notice the calm that follows, the steady rhythm returning, the satisfaction of persistence, of mindful attention, of being fully present in each small motion, each subtle detail. And now, imagine the day continuing, your motions becoming more natural, the master's soft guidance weaving through the room, the sunlight shifting, dust motes drifting, the rhythm of the workshop flowing through your body, each small challenge now a gentle reminder of the deeper rhythm. Tonight, the story continues, with patience, practice, and reflection, each difficulty transforming into understanding, each mistake into a lesson, each breath, each motion, each heartbeat a part of the slow, deliberate meditation that is the life of a guild apprentice. What if, after the first challenge, your hands began to move with greater confidence, the rhythm of the workshop settling more fully into your awareness, every motion deliberate, every breath synchronized, a quiet pulse of learning, patience, and calm? Take a slow, measured breath, in and out, letting your shoulders relax, your chest rise and fall gently, your fingers curling lightly around the familiar weight of the tool, letting the subtle warmth of the sun on the benches and floorboards settle into your awareness. The master observes from a distance, quiet, deliberate, his presence a soft anchor in the room, occasionally glancing at your motions, occasionally adjusting an apprentice's posture with a gentle touch, each movement measured, teaching without urgency, guiding without pressure. You begin again at your workbench, hands tracing familiar motions, the blade gliding smoothly over wood, the leather folding and pressing with gentle insistence, your fingers adjusting naturally, almost instinctively, the rhythm of your movements blending with the steady hum of the workshop. Around you, the room flows in quiet harmony, the faint scrape of a knife against timber, the soft tap of hammer against metal, the whisper of cloth or leather moving across a table, each sound deliberate, each note a part of the living meditation that is the guild. You breathe with it, in and out, letting it guide your hands, your posture, your attention. Notice the subtle shifts in light, sunbeams catching polished surfaces, highlighting curves and textures, dust motes drifting lazily, shadows lengthening gently across benches, each movement of light and shadow a quiet reminder of time passing slowly, a gentle rhythm syncing with your own heartbeat. The master approaches, softly, deliberately, demonstrating a subtle refinement of motion, a slight adjustment in angle, a softer pressure applied. No words, only motion, only presence. You mirror, slowly, carefully, your hands attuned to the lesson, the rhythm of practice flowing through every joint, every fingertip, every breath. Take a deep, slow breath, in and out, noticing the sensation of the tool in your hands, the cool smoothness, the weight, the balance, the resistance of the material responding gently to your motions, every stroke a meditation, every movement an echo of centuries of craft. Apprentices nearby continue their own work, some polishing metal, some smoothing wood, some measuring carefully. The quiet hum of effort forming a soft, steady symphony, occasionally a soft murmur, a subtle instruction, the gentle guidance of the master flowing through the room like a calm current. Your confidence grows, motions becoming more fluid, the rhythm more natural, each stroke deliberate, precise, but without tension, your body adjusting instinctively, your mind calm, fully present, attuned to the pulse of the guild, the steady flow of centuries of careful labor settling into your awareness. Notice the textures, the subtle grain of wood, the soft curve of leather, the smooth coolness of metal, every sensation anchoring you in the present, each small detail a gentle meditation, a quiet lesson in awareness, patience, and focused attention. The master nods briefly, a subtle acknowledgement, not words, but presence, a quiet validation. Your motions now more deliberate, more confident, more connected to the rhythm of the room. You feel a soft satisfaction, a gentle joy, the quiet pride of mastery beginning to blossom. Take another slow, measured breath, in and out, feeling the alignment of body, mind, and motion, noticing your chest rising and falling, your hands moving naturally, your feet grounded, the workshop alive around you, the steady pulse of tools, voices, and sunlight guiding every movement. Time stretches, your motions flowing seamlessly, each stroke, each press, each adjustment part of a slow, deliberate meditation. The rhythm of the guild now part of your own rhythm, a quiet connection to the lineage of hands, eyes, and minds that have practiced here for generations. Imagine the sun shifting. Gradually, shadows lengthening across the benches, dust motes catching the golden light, the soft hum of work continuing, the apprentices and the master moving fluidly, and you, present, breathing with the rhythm, your hands attuned, your mind calm, your awareness deepening. Now, take one final deep, steady breath, in and out, feeling the gentle flow of mastery, patience, attention, the quiet satisfaction of deliberate motion. Your hands know the rhythm, your mind knows the calm, and the workshop, the guild, and centuries of practice have become a quiet, living meditation. Tonight, the story continues, each motion, each breath, each subtle adjustment reinforcing presence, focus, and calm, and you, moving with intention, learning the silent, deliberate rhythm of a life devoted to craft, slowly, gently, peacefully. What if, as your hands move with confidence, your eyes begin to notice subtler details, the quiet secrets embedded in the workshop, gestures and habits that speak of centuries of craft, soft knowledge whispered by tools and materials themselves. Take a slow, deliberate breath, in and out, letting your shoulders relax, your chest rise and fall, your hands resting lightly, your mind attuned to the gentle pulse of the room, the soft hum of activity blending with the warmth of sunlight, dust motes drifting lazily through golden beams. The master moves silently among the apprentices, not with overt instruction, but with subtle guidance, a glance, a tilt of the head, the lightest adjustment of a hand, each action carrying meaning, teaching patience, precision, and the unspoken wisdom that comes with time. Around you, the workshop vibrates with quiet knowledge, tools arranged with careful intent, benches polished by countless hands, surfaces holding traces of previous work, patterns repeating over centuries. Each small detail a secret waiting to be noticed. Your attention shifts, the way a chisel rests slightly tilted when not in use, the subtle curve of a blade showing the master's touch, the faint indentation on a bench where years of leatherwork have pressed, each whispering guidance, lessons in patience, presence, and skill. Take another slow breath, in and out, noticing the textures, the grain of wood, the cool curve of metal, the pliancy of leather. Every sensation grounding you in the present. Each detail a doorway into understanding the guild's hidden rhythm. An apprentice nearby demonstrates a small technique, subtle yet precise, a flick of the wrist, a gentle pressure applied, barely noticeable to an untrained eye, yet revealing centuries of accumulated wisdom. You watch, inhale, exhale, and absorb the motion, your own hands adjusting instinctively. The master approaches, softly, his eyes meeting yours briefly, a small nod, not of approval, but acknowledgement, recognition of curiosity, of attention, of the readiness to notice what is unspoken. You feel a quiet encouragement to explore, to observe, to understand without haste. Notice the patterns in the workshop, the repetition of motion, the subtle adjustments, the careful alignment of tools, the way light falls upon surfaces, the way shadows mark time, each element part of a larger tapestry, teaching as much as words or demonstrations. You begin to experiment, your hands moving with deliberate curiosity, tracing lines, testing pressure, exploring textures, guided by observation rather than instruction, feeling the rhythm of subtle correction, the gentle pulse of hidden lessons, the quiet joy of discovery. Take a deep, slow breath, in and out, feeling the awareness deepen, the pulse of the guild becoming your own heartbeat, each motion, each observation, each subtle shift reinforcing patience, presence, and understanding. A meditation woven from curiosity and care. The master glides past, barely audible, yet his presence remains, a calm anchor, a quiet reminder that mastery lies not in force or speed, but in observation, repetition, awareness, the blending of hands, eyes, mind, and heart. Notice the small gestures, the apprentice's tiny adjustments, the tool's subtle placements, the marks left by previous work, each a secret, a lesson quietly embedded in the flow of the workshop. You inhale, exhale, and integrate these whispers into your own motions. Time stretches slowly, each movement deliberate, each breath measured, the rhythm of the guild now. Part of your own, soft, steady, patient, deliberate. You feel the lineage of craft settling gently into your body and mind, a quiet meditation of motion, observation, and calm reflection. Take one final, deep breath, in and out, letting the subtle lessons of the day settle fully into your awareness. Every hidden technique, every small gesture, every whisper of centuries past forming a gentle rhythm of understanding. You are present, attentive, calm, ready to continue your journey through the guild. Tonight, the story continues, with quiet discovery, subtle mastery, and the slow, deliberate rhythm of hands, tools, and awareness guiding you deeper into the secrets of the guild. Slowly, gently, peacefully. What if, as the sun begins its slow descent beyond the rooftops, the workshop quiets gently, tools resting, benches bare, and you pause for a moment, allowing the motions of the day to settle into your awareness. Take a slow, deliberate breath, in and out, letting the tension of the day dissolve, your shoulders relaxing, your chest rising and falling softly, your hands resting lightly in your lap, the quiet warmth of the fading sunlight settling on your skin. The master moves among the apprentices, not with urgency, but with a calm presence, his gaze lingering softly on each workstation, a subtle nod here, a gentle adjustment there, guidance offered quietly, a reminder that reflection is as important as motion, as important as learning. You look around the workshop, the worn benches, the smooth tools, the traces of work completed, wood shavings scattered like gentle snow, dust motes drifting in the golden light, each detail holding a story, each surface a memory of effort, care, and attention. Take another slow breath, in and out, noticing the rhythm of your own body, the pulse in your wrists, your chest, your fingertips, the slow rise and fall of your breath, the quiet settling of muscles and mind, allowing presence to deepen with each moment. The day's lessons unfold in your memory. The first strokes on wood, the adjustment of leather, the subtle guidance from the master, each small challenge faced, each correction absorbed, each motion repeated until confidence and rhythm begin to merge. Notice the textures around you, the cool smoothness of metal, the grain of wood beneath your fingers, the soft curve of leather, the faint warmth of sunlight on polished surfaces, every sensation a gentle meditation, every observation a quiet teacher. You recall the sounds, the rhythmic tapping of tools, the scrape of blade on timber, the whisper of cloth, the soft murmur of voices, a symphony of deliberate motion, each note a gentle reminder of presence, focus, patience. The master pauses near your bench, offering a subtle gesture, no words, only acknowledgement, a quiet validation of attention, effort, and growth. You feel the satisfaction of deliberate action, the quiet joy of learning through presence, repetition, and mindful care. Take another deep breath, in and out, feeling the rhythm of the guild settling within you. The pulse of the workshop, the lineage of hands and minds that preceded you. The gentle understanding that mastery is not sudden, but cultivated slowly, deliberately, with patience and awareness. The sun shifts, long shadows stretching across benches, the warmth of the light softening, the air carrying the faint scent of wood, wax, and oil, the quiet hum of effort replaced by gentle stillness, a moment to absorb, reflect, and simply be. Notice your own heartbeat, slow, steady, attuned to the rhythm of the room, the warmth in your hands, the rise and fall of your chest, your awareness settling, allowing all the lessons, challenges, and motions of the day to integrate into calm, into presence, into understanding. You observe the apprentices nearby, some cleaning their benches, some carefully putting away tools, the master watching, patient, attentive, each motion deliberate, each gesture a meditation. Even in quiet tasks, there is meaning, there is reflection, there is the rhythm of care and presence. Take one last, slow, mindful breath, in and out, letting the day's experience settle fully into your awareness, every challenge faced, every motion learned, every correction absorbed, now forming a gentle, steady pulse of understanding. Tonight, the workshop is quiet, but the lessons linger. The rhythm of hands, tools, and mindful motion continues in memory and breath. A soft meditation on patience, skill, and presence, and you, resting in calm awareness, prepared to continue tomorrow. The guild's heartbeat becomes your own, slow, deliberate, steady, every breath, every heartbeat, every small motion a quiet echo of centuries of craft. And the story of learning, patience, and mindful presence continues. Softly, gently, peacefully. What if, as the sunlight softens and stretches across the workshop, the day's energy slowing, you find yourself drawn to quieter, more delicate tasks? The subtle work that requires patience, attention, and gentle focus. Take a deep, slow breath, in and out, letting your shoulders release, your chest rise and fall naturally, your hands resting lightly, your awareness settling into the calm rhythm of the evening, the gentle warmth of fading sunlight embracing the workshop. The master moves softly among the apprentices, guiding with quiet gestures, a tilt of the head, a small adjustment of the wrist. His presence calm, unobtrusive, teaching not with words, but with example, patience and precision carried in every motion. You approach a new task, perhaps polishing a metal tool, aligning threads, or gently smoothing a wooden surface, each motion slow, deliberate enough to notice texture, resistance, and subtle response from the material. Take another slow breath, in and out, noticing the sensation of your hands, the cool smoothness of metal, the grain of wood beneath your fingers, the soft resistance of leather or cloth, each touch a meditation, each motion a quiet lesson in presence and care. The workshop hums softly, the scrape of a knife against timber, the whisper of fabric shifting, the faint tap of a hammer in the distance, each sound part of the evening's rhythm, a symphony of calm activity, allowing your attention to flow with the pulse of the guild. The master demonstrates a subtle technique, a slight adjustment, a soft, precise motion, your eyes following carefully, your hands mirroring, slowly, deliberately, feeling the nuance in pressure, angle, and rhythm, each tiny detail a whisper of mastery. You notice the apprentices nearby, each engaged in delicate work, some tracing fine lines on wood, some smoothing surfaces, some aligning pieces with careful attention, all moving in harmony with the master's quiet guidance. A shared meditation of focus and calm. Take a deep, mindful breath, in and out, letting your awareness extend to the smallest details, the shifting sunlight, the texture of surfaces, the faint scent of oil and wax, every element grounding you further in the present. Your motions grow smoother, more deliberate, confidence blending with patience, rhythm syncing naturally with the workshop. Each stroke, each press, each adjustment a quiet dialogue between your hands and the material, guided by observation, intuition, and reflection. The master glides past, barely audible, yet his presence. Steady, calm, a subtle acknowledgement of effort, attention, and awareness. You feel a soft satisfaction, the quiet joy of understanding, of moving with intention and presence. Notice the gentle shifting of shadows, the warm glow of light softening as the day ends, dust motes drifting lazily, each a tiny reminder of time passing, of presence, of quiet observation and reflection. Take another slow breath, in and out, feeling your own heartbeat synchronize with the rhythm of the workshop. Your hands, arms, and chest attuned to subtle motions, your mind calm, your awareness deep, each motion a meditation, each moment a quiet lesson in patience and focus. You continue with your task, small, deliberate, reflective, polishing, aligning, smoothing, each gesture mindful, each movement a thread connecting past and present. The master's guidance, the apprentice's work, and the history embedded in tools and surfaces all flowing into your awareness. Take a moment. Notice the textures, the sounds, the light, the air, each detail reinforcing presence, patience, and calm, each subtle adjustment teaching the quiet wisdom of careful, deliberate craft. The evening stretches slowly, motions deliberate, the rhythm of the guild soft and steady. Your own movements now part of that pulse, awareness and skill merging, mastery unfolding in small, patient increments. Take one final deep, slow breath, in and out, feeling the quiet satisfaction of learning, the gentle rhythm of motion and observation settling fully within you, the soft glow of evening light grounding you, ready to rest, reflect, and continue the journey tomorrow. Tonight, the story continues, with subtle techniques, quiet mastery, and the meditative rhythm of presence, skill, and patience guiding you, slowly, gently, peacefully. What if, as the sun sinks slowly toward the horizon, the workshop softens into the warm embrace of evening, the day's energy folding gently into quiet, and you find yourself preparing for the night, every motion deliberate, every gesture a small meditation. Take a slow, deep breath, in and out, letting your shoulders fall, your chest rise and fall naturally, your hands resting lightly, the faint scent of wood, wax, and oil mingling with the warmth of the fading sunlight, settling softly into your senses. The Master moves silently among the apprentices, a calm presence, a quiet guide, not speaking, but teaching in subtle gestures, a tilt of the head, a careful adjustment of posture, a soft touch to guide a hand, each action deliberate, carrying centuries of careful observation, teaching patience, attention, and reverence for the craft. You begin at your bench, picking up each tool in turn, feeling the familiar weight, the cool smoothness of metal, the warmth of polished wood, each tool a quiet teacher, each surface holding stories of hands that worked before you, the gentle rhythm of the day echoing in your fingers. Take another deep, mindful breath, in and out, noticing the textures beneath your fingertips, the slight grain of wood, the subtle curvature of leather, the faint warmth of sunlight fading through the tall windows, each sensation anchoring you, drawing you fully into the present. Around you, the apprentices move softly, sweeping shavings, folding cloth, aligning leather, the faint scraping of a broom, the whisper of cloth against the table, the subtle clink of metal tools, all blending into a symphony of quiet activity, a meditation of movement and care. The master demonstrates a small task, a slight adjustment of a blade, a careful placement of tools, no words spoken, only deliberate motion, the soft guidance of experience. You watch carefully, absorbing the rhythm, then mirror it, your hands moving slowly, deliberately, each gesture a meditation on order and mindfulness. Notice the light fading, long, golden beams stretching across benches and floorboards, the shadows lengthening, the warmth softening, every shift a gentle signal of time passing, a reminder that work, care, and preparation are intertwined, and that even the act of tidying can become a meditation. Take another slow breath, in and out, noticing your heartbeat, the gentle rise and fall of your chest, the subtle tension releasing from your muscles, your awareness settling into the rhythm of the workshop, the quiet pulse of the guild, a lineage of hands, minds, and hearts teaching patience and care. You continue to tidy your space, polishing surfaces, arranging tools, aligning materials with meticulous care, each motion a deliberate act of reflection, each gesture a small lesson in attention, patience, reverence for the craft, the soft satisfaction of order forming around you. The master moves past, his gaze calm and approving, not praise, but acknowledgement, recognition of diligence, focus, and presence, a quiet affirmation that preparation and reflection are as important as motion and learning. Notice the subtle details, the faint marks left on benches by centuries of work, the way dust motes drift in fading light, the gentle sheen of polished wood, the subtle curve of metal tools resting in their places, every small observation grounding you further, embedding calm and awareness into your body and mind. Take another slow, deep breath, in and out, feeling your body align with the rhythm of the room, your hands relaxed, your feet grounded, your mind open and calm, the pulse of the guild, the flow of centuries of careful labor, settling softly into your awareness. You finish arranging your workspace, every surface clean, every tool in its place, a quiet satisfaction settling into your chest, the gentle glow of fading sunlight marking the transition from labor to reflection. The workshop now ready to rest. As you prepare to do the same, sit for a moment, hands resting lightly in your lap, eyes tracing the shadows, the faint glow of light, the textures and subtle movements of the room, every detail teaching calm, presence, and mindful attention, letting the day's work integrate gently into your awareness. Take a deep breath, in and out, noticing your heartbeat, your breath, your fingers, your chest, letting every small motion, every observation, every lesson of the day settle into your mind, a quiet meditation on effort, care, and patience. The apprentices finish their tasks, sweeping, tidying, adjusting, the soft rhythm of presence and reflection echoing through the room. The master watching, steady, calm, his quiet guidance lingering in the air, teaching through example, through observation, through shared calm. Now, pause fully, hands resting, chest rising and falling, awareness settled. The workshop's quiet rhythm merging with your own heartbeat. The lineage of centuries of craft flowing through your awareness, each motion, each small reflection, each breath a gentle meditation. Take one final, slow, grounding breath, in and out, letting the calm of evening, the satisfaction of preparation, and the presence of careful labor settle fully within you. Your body aligned, your mind quiet, your awareness centered, ready for rest. Tonight, the story continues, in gentle reflection, in careful preparation, in the slow, deliberate rhythm of mindfulness, and you, drifting into calm awareness, slowly, gently, peacefully. What if the world outside has fallen silent, the streets hushed, the sun long gone beyond the horizon, and here, within the walls of the guild, you remain awake in quiet reflection, feeling the pulse of the day settling softly into memory? Take a deep, gentle breath, in and out, letting your shoulders sink, your chest rise and fall naturally, your hands resting loosely in your lap, your feet grounded, your mind settling into the calm rhythm of night, the faint scent of wax, oil, and aged wood lingering in the cool air. The workshop is still, the bench is empty, tools in their places, the faint glow of moonlight through high windows illuminating surfaces, dust motes drifting lazily in the beams, every detail softened by quiet, every shadow a gentle whisper of time passing. You close your eyes and let the motions of the day return, the careful strokes on wood, the precise folding of leather, the subtle pressure of tools guided by breath, the rhythm of hands, mind, and body learning slowly, deliberately. Take another slow, deep breath, in and out, letting the rhythm of your heartbeat sync with the soft pulse of memory, the echo of the master's quiet gestures, the hum of apprentices moving through tasks, the faint clink and scrape of work now resting in stillness. You begin to recall subtler lessons, the unspoken wisdom of materials, the way the grain of wood can guide a cut, the gentle tension of leather that responds to patience, the subtle glint of metal showing a perfect angle, all whispers of craft learned. Not in haste, but in observation and reflection. The master's presence lingers in memory, not in body, but in the flow of care and attention, the quiet insistence on patience, the gentle guidance that teaches you to notice what is unseen, to move deliberately, to breathe while learning, to feel the lineage of centuries in every motion. Take a deep breath, in and out, noticing your body, your hands resting lightly, the gentle rise and fall of your chest, the subtle warmth of the floor beneath your feet, your awareness extending softly into the calm, quiet space of the workshop. Your thoughts drift to the apprentices nearby, their efforts now resting in stillness, each learning, each breathing, each moving through their own rhythm. The quiet harmony of shared presence echoing even in the absence of sound, teaching patience, observation, and quiet reflection. Now, turn attention inward, to the sensations in your own body, the memory of hands shaping wood, pressing leather, aligning tools, the feel of muscles adjusting, the subtle tension releasing, each sensation a thread weaving you into the guild's rhythm. Take another slow, deliberate breath, in and out, letting the day's lessons settle, each mistake, each correction, each small success integrating into awareness, teaching resilience, care, and the quiet art of mastery through repetition and mindfulness. Notice the details of the room bathed in moonlight, the sheen on polished surfaces, the soft shadows stretching across benches, the lingering warmth of work fading into night, the subtle reflection of light on tools perfectly placed, each a meditation in calm observation. Your mind drifts gently, recalling subtle motions, the perfect tilt of a chisel, the slight curve of leather guided by patience, the rhythm of repeated strokes becoming a meditation, every detail remembered softly, each sensation absorbed fully. Take a deep, grounding breath, in and out, feeling your awareness settle. The pulse of the workshop, the master's quiet guidance, the lineage of craft flowing gently through you, every breath a meditation, every heartbeat a quiet reflection on presence, patience, and care. The night stretches slowly. Time becomes fluid, each moment a gentle meditation. Your thoughts, your memories, your body and breath moving together in harmony with the soft rhythm of the guild. The quiet, deliberate presence of centuries guiding you. You begin to feel the day's work merging with stillness. The pulse of the workshop, the memory of motion, the quiet satisfaction of learned patience, all flowing into a gentle calm. The lessons of craft echoing softly in mind and body. Take another slow breath, in and out, noticing the subtle energy in your fingertips, the soft tension of muscles releasing, the awareness of posture, the gentle presence of quiet, every sensation a reflection of care and attention. The moonlight shifts, shadows lengthen and soften, dust motes float lazily. The workshop, though empty, feels alive with memory. Each tool, each bench, each surface holding the whisper of careful motion, of patient learning, of quiet mastery in progress. Now, sit fully in this stillness, hands resting, chest rising and falling, awareness embracing the calm of night, the rhythm of the day, the lessons of the guild, the lineage of craft settling softly into mind and body. Your presence fully aligned with quiet. Take one final deep, deliberate breath, in and out, letting the calm of midnight, the satisfaction of reflection, and the quiet pulse of learning settle completely within you. Every thought, every motion, every lesson now part of your awareness. Tonight, the story continues, in meditation, in quiet reflection, in the gentle rhythm of hands, tools, and mind, and you, breathing, resting, learning, slowly, gently, peacefully. What if the first light of dawn creeps softly through the tall windows of the workshop, painting benches, tools, and surfaces with a gentle, golden glow, and you awaken to the quiet promise of a new day? Take a slow, deliberate breath, in and out, letting your body rise gently from rest, your shoulders loosening, your chest expanding with each breath, your hands and feet stretching lightly, awareness beginning to flow with the calm rhythm of morning. The workshop is still, the tools at rest, benches dusted, with the remnants of yesterday's labor, a faint scent of wax, oil, and polished wood lingering in the cool air. The quiet hum of the early hour wrapping the space in gentle calm. You pause for a moment, eyes closing again, inhaling the soft morning air, feeling the pulse of life settling through your body, every small sensation grounding you in the present, the gentle warmth of sunlight touching skin, the cool shadows of early morning stretching across surfaces. Take another slow breath, in and out, noticing the quiet heartbeat of the workshop, the echoes of yesterday's lessons, the memory of motion, correction, and attention, all flowing gently into your awareness, teaching patience, skill, and presence. The master moves softly among the apprentices. Now few are awake, guiding with quiet gestures, a tilt of the head, a subtle adjustment of posture, the wisdom of centuries flowing through small, deliberate motions, no words, only example. A living meditation in craft. You approach your workbench, lightly dusting surfaces, aligning tools, each motion deliberate, careful, a quiet reflection of your awareness and attention, letting your hands remember yesterday's lessons while preparing for today's practice. Notice the subtle changes of light, the way golden rays touch polished wood, the soft shimmer on metal tools, the faint glow on leather surfaces, shadows stretching and bending, each subtle detail grounding your senses, each observation a meditation in awareness. Take a deep, grounding breath, in and out, feeling the subtle warmth of your body, the gentle pulse in your wrists, your chest, your fingertips, the slow alignment of breath, attention, and motion as you prepare for the day ahead. Around you, the apprentices begin to stir, moving softly, setting benches, arranging materials, the faint scrape of broom on wood, the soft rustle of fabric and leather, the gentle click of tools returning to their proper place. Each sound a note in the morning's meditation. The master demonstrates a motion, a slight adjustment, a careful stroke, your eyes following, absorbing the nuance, your hands mirroring slowly, deliberately, each movement a quiet conversation between memory, presence, and intention. Take another deep breath, in and out, letting the rhythm of early morning sink into your awareness. The pulse of the guild, the lineage of craft, the careful observation of centuries merging into your own motions, each stroke, each adjustment, each small gesture a meditation in patience and skill. You feel the soft energy of the new day, subtle and steady, every motion deliberate, every observation attentive. The lessons of night flowing seamlessly into the first movements of dawn, teaching reflection, skill, and awareness. Notice the textures beneath your fingers, the grain of wood, the pliancy of leather, the cool smoothness of metal, every sensation anchoring you, every tiny detail a meditation in observation, mindfulness, and care. Take another slow, deliberate breath, in and out, feeling your awareness. Extend, body, mind, and hands aligned, every small motion deliberate, every gesture measured. The pulse of the guild now part of your own rhythm. The apprentices move with quiet focus, some arranging materials, others polishing or measuring. The soft hum of early practice forming a gentle symphony, a meditation in collective attention and presence. The workshop alive with calm energy. You continue your morning work. Every movement deliberate, every adjustment reflective, every touch a meditation, feeling the lessons of night and yesterday merging into present awareness, teaching patience, focus, and subtle mastery. Take a moment to pause, breathe deeply, in and out, noticing your hands, your chest, your shoulders, the faint warmth of sunlight, the coolness of shadow, the quiet scent of wax, oil, and wood, every small detail grounding you further in presence. The master glides past, soft steps on worn floorboards, his gaze steady, calm, a subtle nod acknowledging attention and effort, teaching through presence, through example, through the quiet flow of careful observation. Time stretches slowly, the workshop alive in quiet, deliberate motion, every movement a meditation, every breath a reflection on patience and skill. Your body and mind fully attuned to the rhythm of the guild. Take one final deep, slow breath, in and out, letting the calm of dawn settle. Fully within you, the lessons of night and morning merging, the pulse of craft, the lineage of hands and minds, flowing gently through your awareness. Ready to continue the day's work with presence, patience, and care. Today, the story continues, in subtle reflection, in careful preparation, in the deliberate rhythm of mindful motion, and you, breathing, observing, learning, slowly, gently, peacefully. What if the morning light now fills the workshop, soft, golden beams slipping through tall windows, illuminating benches, tools, and surfaces with a gentle glow, and you begin your first deliberate motions of the day. Take a slow, measured breath, in and out, letting your body settle, your shoulders release, your chest rise and fall naturally, your hands resting lightly, awareness slowly extending to every part of your being. Ready to merge with the rhythm of the workshop, the master moves quietly among The apprentices, each motion deliberate, subtle gestures guiding attention, posture, and care, no words spoken, only the quiet rhythm of example, a living meditation in skill, patience, and presence. You approach your workbench, tools neatly arranged, surfaces smooth and clean, the faint scent of wax, oil, and wood lingering in the morning air, every small detail grounding you, preparing your hands, mind, and breath for attentive practice. Take another slow breath, in and out, noticing the subtle textures. Beneath your fingers, the grain of wood, the pliancy of leather, the cool smoothness of metal, each sensation an anchor in the present, each movement a meditation in awareness and care. The workshop hums softly, apprentices moving with quiet purpose, sweeping, measuring, aligning, adjusting. The faint tap of hammer, scrape of blade, or shift of leather forming a gentle symphony of deliberate motion, a shared rhythm of calm and focus. You begin a familiar task, the first strokes deliberate, confident, integrating lessons from yesterday, the quiet reflections of night, and the stillness of dawn, each motion precise, intentional, mindful, guided by observation and patience. Notice how your body adjusts naturally, shoulders, wrists, and fingers flowing with ease, subtle tensions releasing, your breath synchronized with motion, the rhythm of hands, tools, and attention becoming seamless, a quiet meditation in movement. The master demonstrates a nuanced technique, a slight tilt of the wrist, a softer pressure, a subtle alignment. You observe carefully, absorbing the motion, and mirror slowly, deliberately, letting your hands and mind integrate the subtle lesson. Take another deep, grounding breath, in and out, feeling the flow of awareness through your body, your hands attuned, your posture aligned, your mind calm, the quiet energy of the guild settling around and within you. You continue your practice, every motion deliberate, each gesture measured, each adjustment an opportunity to refine skill and deepen presence. The workshop alive with patient, attentive energy, a rhythm that carries the weight of centuries of craft. Notice the small details, the faint sheen of polished surfaces, the subtle curve of a tool resting in its place, the dust motes drifting lazily in morning light, each detail a quiet meditation, grounding your attention, presence, and awareness. The apprentices nearby follow similar rhythm, each immersed in subtle practice, some measuring, some polishing, some aligning, the soft murmur of shared attention flowing through the workshop, the master's guidance present in every motion. Take another slow, deliberate breath, in and out, noticing the sensations in your body, the pulse in your wrists, the rise and fall of your chest, the subtle warmth of your hands as they interact with material, every small motion a meditation in patience, skill, and calm. The day stretches, your motions flowing seamlessly, integrating yesterday's lessons, night's reflections, and morning's awakening, the rhythm of the workshop and your own awareness merging, teaching harmony, precision, and gentle mastery. The master glides past, his presence steady and calm, a subtle nod acknowledging focus and effort, a quiet reminder that true learning unfolds in patience, reflection, and mindful motion. Take a moment to pause, breathe deeply, in and out, letting your hands rest lightly, your chest rise and fall, your awareness expand, noticing every sound, texture, and movement, each small observation a meditation in presence and learning. You return to work, deliberate, focused, integrating observation, touch, and memory into each motion. The rhythm of hand, material, and mind now flowing naturally, every gesture a quiet expression of careful attention. Notice the play of light on surfaces, the warmth shifting across benches, the faint glow on metal and wood, the shadows moving slowly as time passes. each subtle change a reminder of presence, attention, and harmony. Take one final deep, grounding breath, in and out, letting the rhythm of the morning, the lessons of night, and the pulse of the workshop settle fully within you. Your body aligned, your mind calm, your hands attuned, ready to continue the day in focus, patience, and mindful motion. Today, the story continues, in quiet reflection, deliberate practice, and the gentle, meditative rhythm of learning. And you, moving, breathing, observing, slowly, gently, peacefully. What if the master approaches quietly, his gaze steady, calm, and you feel the gentle weight of expectation, not as pressure, but as an invitation, a subtle challenge designed to teach patience, observation, and quiet mastery. Take a slow, deep breath, in and out, letting your body settle, your shoulders loosening, your chest rising and falling naturally, your hands resting lightly, your mind softening into calm awareness, ready to meet the challenge with deliberate presence. The workshop hums softly, apprentices moving through their own tasks, the gentle scrape of a blade, the faint tap of a hammer, the whisper of fabric and leather, every sound part of the quiet symphony of learning, a rhythm that anchors your attention. The master demonstrates first, a small, precise motion, almost imperceptible, a subtle shift of wrist, a delicate adjustment in pressure, no words spoken, only presence, only careful observation, a living lesson in patience, awareness, and control. You watch, inhaling slowly, exhaling, letting every detail sink into memory, the angle, the pressure, the timing, your hands poised to mirror the motion, your mind soft, alert, fully attentive, each gesture a quiet meditation. Take another deep breath, in and out, noticing your body, the alignment of shoulders and spine, the gentle tension in your wrists, the awareness spreading through your hands and fingers. Preparing to meet the challenge deliberately, the master steps back, his eyes meeting yours briefly, a subtle nod, a silent acknowledgement. And now it is your turn, your hands moving slowly, deliberately, attempting to mirror, to integrate, to perform with presence, each motion measured, attentive. The first attempt is careful, deliberate, yet you feel the subtle hesitation, the faint awareness that mastery requires patience, repetition, and careful observation, and you breathe, in and out, allowing calm focus to guide your hands, around you. The workshop continues its quiet rhythm, apprentices polishing, measuring, aligning, the soft sounds of deliberate motion creating a backdrop for your own practice, the pulse of the guild echoing through your awareness. Take another slow, deep breath, in and out, feeling your fingers respond, your wrists adjusting, your hands learning to move with subtlety and intention, each motion a meditation in patience and precision. The master moves quietly, observing, a subtle shift in his stance, a faint adjustment of your posture, guidance in presence alone, teaching through observation, through the rhythm of careful motion, not spoken instruction. Your second attempt flows more smoothly, confidence merging with attention, memory guiding motion, observation shaping intention, each gesture deliberate, every stroke measured, subtle mastery beginning to emerge. Notice the textures, the grain of wood, the pliancy of leather, the cool smoothness of metal, each subtle response reinforcing awareness, every tiny detail a teacher, every motion a quiet meditation in skill and presence. Take another deep breath, in and out, letting the rhythm of your body, the pulse of your awareness, and the workshop's quiet energy merge. The lineage of hands and minds guiding your motion, teaching patience, focus, and subtle mastery. The master approaches, his gaze steady, a faint nod of recognition, a quiet acknowledgement that your attention, care, and patience are growing. The challenge not completed perfectly, but approached with deliberate, mindful motion. You pause, breathe slowly, in and out, feeling the subtle lessons of the challenge. Integrate the importance of observation, the patience to correct, the awareness that mastery unfolds in gradual, deliberate steps. Around you, the apprentices continue quietly, some finishing small tasks, others arranging materials. The soft, steady rhythm of motion forming a gentle meditation, each movement deliberate, each breath mindful. A shared calm energy filling the workshop. Take another deep, grounding breath, in and out, noticing your hands, your chest, your shoulders, the gentle pulse of presence, the awareness that every motion, every subtle correction, every repeated stroke contributes to skill, patience, and understanding. The challenge continues, not as a trial to fail, but as a meditation in motion, attention, and calm, every attempt deepening awareness, every adjustment teaching subtle mastery, every breath a reminder that patience is itself a skill. Now, pause fully, hands resting lightly, chest rising and falling, awareness merging with the quiet pulse of the guild. The lineage of careful hands and observing minds settling into your consciousness, every motion, every lesson, every reflection a meditation in mastery. Take one final deep, slow breath, in and out, letting the calm of deliberate practice, the satisfaction of patient effort, and the quiet acknowledgement of subtle guidance settle fully within you. Your body aligned, your mind calm, your hands attuned, ready to continue the journey. Today, the story continues, in quiet reflection, deliberate practice, and the gentle, meditative rhythm of learning, and you moving, observing, breathing, slowly, gently, peacefully. What if, as the morning deepens, you begin to notice a subtle change within yourself, the motions of your hands flowing more smoothly, the rhythm of your breath aligning with the gentle pulse of the workshop, a quiet awareness of growth. Take a slow, deliberate breath, in and out, letting your shoulders release, your chest rising and falling naturally, your hands resting lightly, your awareness expanding to every corner of your being, ready to observe and embody subtle change. The workshop hums softly, sunlight filtering through tall windows, illuminating dust motes drifting lazily, benches polished, tools resting, the faint scent of wood, wax, and oil wrapping around you, every detail reinforcing calm, presence, and mindfulness. The master moves among the apprentices, calm, deliberate, unobtrusive, a tilt of the head, a subtle adjustment of posture, a soft gesture of guidance, teaching not with words, but with the rhythm of presence and example. You approach your workbench, tools arranged meticulously, surfaces smooth and clean, the faint memory of night's reflection and morning's practice guiding your hands, every motion deliberate, every adjustment a meditation. Take another slow, grounding breath, in and out, noticing textures beneath your fingertips, the grain of wood, the smoothness of metal, the pliancy of leather, each subtle detail reinforcing awareness and presence. You begin your morning practice, familiar motions now flowing with confidence, your hands guided by memory, observation, and the quiet pulse of the workshop, each gesture deliberate, each stroke measured, a meditation in patience and skill. Notice the subtle shifts within yourself, hesitation giving way to smoothness, uncertainty transforming into deliberate action, confidence growing slowly, the gentle joy of learning manifesting in each motion. The master demonstrates a refined technique, subtle, precise, almost imperceptible, your eyes following attentively, your hands mirroring slowly, deliberately, each tiny adjustment embedding awareness, skill, and patience. Take another deep breath, in and out, feeling the rhythm of your body aligning with the flow of motion. The pulse of the guild, the lineage of careful hands, merging gently into your awareness, every stroke, every adjustment, every subtle motion teaching presence. Around you, the apprentices move quietly, each absorbed in their own practice, sweeping, polishing, aligning, measuring. The faint murmur of motion forming a symphony of calm attention, shared energy reinforcing. The rhythm of learning, notice the details, the faint sheen of polished wood, the subtle curve of a tool resting in its place, the way sunlight shifts across surfaces, the soft shadows stretching and bending, each small observation grounding presence, awareness, and calm. Take another slow, deliberate breath, in and out, letting awareness extend, feeling the pulse in your wrists, your chest, your fingers, every motion now infused with subtle confidence, every adjustment teaching the quiet art of mastery. You reflect on the lessons learned, the night's reflections, dawn's awakening, morning practice, the master's challenges, the gentle guidance woven into every subtle motion, growth no longer abstract, but embodied, flowing in every gesture. Your hands move with gentle confidence, guided by memory, observation, and intention, every stroke, every alignment, every touch deliberate, a quiet meditation in subtle mastery, patience and presence unfolding in slow, deliberate motion. The master glides past, observing, a faint nod acknowledging effort, attention, and presence. Not praise, but recognition. Subtle reinforcement that growth is measured in quiet attention, deliberate practice, and mindful observation. Take a moment to pause, breathe deeply, in and out, letting every motion, every lesson, every subtle shift in confidence settle fully into your awareness. The gentle joy of growth settling softly within, you continue your practice, aware now not only of motion, but of subtle presence, the rhythm of the guild, the lineage of careful hands, the quiet pulse of mastery flowing through your own gestures, every motion a meditation. Notice the interplay of light and shadow, the warmth shifting across benches, the textures of wood, metal, and leather, every detail observed, every subtle adjustment integrated into awareness, growth manifesting not in haste, but in deliberate, quiet presence. Take one final deep, grounding breath, in and out, letting the calm of reflection, the satisfaction of effort, and the gentle pulse of growth settle fully within you. Body aligned, mind calm, hands attuned, ready to continue the journey. Today, the story continues, in patient learning, deliberate practice, and the quiet, meditative rhythm of growth, and you, moving, observing, breathing, slowly, gently, peacefully. What if, as the morning deepens and the workshop fills with soft light, you begin to notice not only the motions of your hands, but the quiet pulse of wisdom embedded in every surface, every tool, every gesture. The subtle teachings of the guild. Take a slow, deliberate breath, in and out, letting your shoulders release, your chest rise and fall naturally, your hands resting lightly, your awareness expanding to the rhythm of the room, the faint scent of wax, oil, and wood settling softly into your senses. The master moves among the apprentices, calm, deliberate, unobtrusive, gestures guiding posture, attention, and subtle motion, teaching not with words, but through presence, example, and the quiet flow of centuries of practice. You approach your workbench, tools arranged with meticulous care, surfaces smooth and polished, a faint sheen catching the golden light filtering through tall windows. Every detail a gentle reminder that patience and attention are themselves forms of wisdom. Take another slow, grounding breath, in and out, noticing textures beneath your fingertips. The grain of wood, the pliancy of leather, the cool smoothness of metal, each sensation teaching presence, each motion a meditation in attention. The workshop hums softly, apprentices moving with quiet purpose, sweeping, measuring, aligning. The faint tap of a hammer, the whisper of cloth and leather, the scrape of a blade forming a gentle symphony of focus and calm. A rhythm that anchors the mind. The master demonstrates a subtle motion, a gentle adjustment, a tilt of the wrist, a soft pressure. No words, only example. The quiet flow of wisdom embedded in deliberate gesture, teaching attention, care, and mindful mastery. You watch, inhaling slowly, exhaling, absorbing every nuance. Your hands poised to mirror, to integrate, to practice with presence. Every gesture now a quiet meditation in observation, learning, and patience. Take another deep, deliberate breath, in and out, feeling the pulse of the workshop merge with your own. Awareness, every motion now an extension of centuries of careful, deliberate practice, teaching subtlety, observation, and calm. Around you, the apprentices continue quietly, each immersed in their own work. The soft rhythm of shared presence reinforcing focus, patience, and subtle mastery. A living meditation in motion, observation, and quiet reflection. Notice the textures, the sounds, the shifting light. Dust motes drifting lazily through golden beams. Shadows stretching across benches and floorboards. Each small detail a lesson in careful attention, observation, and gentle awareness. Take another slow, grounding breath, in and out, feeling your own subtle growth. The quiet confidence of hands learning. The awareness of body and mind merging with purpose and attention. The gentle rhythm of wisdom settling within. You reflect on the lineage of the guild. Centuries of hands, eyes, and minds passing down careful knowledge, teaching patience, focus, and deliberate mastery. The subtle understanding that true wisdom unfolds in observation, reflection, and careful repetition. Your hands move with gentle confidence, guided not only by motion, but by awareness, every stroke deliberate, every adjustment measured, every touch a meditation in presence, care, and understanding. The master glides past, silent, calm, a faint nod acknowledging your attention, patience, and quiet growth. Not praise, but a reminder that mastery and wisdom emerge through presence, repetition, and mindful observation. Take another slow, deep breath, in and out, letting the quiet rhythm of the guild, the lineage of careful hands, and the pulse of centuries of practice settle fully within you. Every gesture, every thought, every small motion a meditation in patience, skill, and quiet wisdom. Notice the interplay of light and shadow, the textures of tools and materials, the warmth shifting across benches, the faint echoes of previous practice. Each a lesson in observation, careful attention, and mindful presence. Take a moment to pause, breathe deeply, in and out, letting every small observation, every subtle adjustment, every breath, every motion integrate fully into your awareness, the quiet pulse of wisdom becoming your own. You continue your work, deliberate, reflective, every motion guided by attention, observation, and the gentle flow of experience. The quiet teachings of the guild embedding themselves into every gesture, every breath, every thought. Take one final deep, slow, grounding breath, in and out, letting the calm, the wisdom, and the deliberate rhythm of presence settle fully into your mind, body, and hands, aligned, attentive, and ready to continue the journey. Today, the story continues, in subtle reflection, deliberate practice, and the gentle, meditative rhythm of the guild's wisdom. And you, moving, observing, breathing, slowly, gently, peacefully. What if the sun begins to soften in the late afternoon, shadows stretching long across the workshop, and you pause to notice the journey you have traveled, the rhythm of hands, eyes, and mind flowing together, every lesson absorbed, every subtle motion learned. Take a slow, deliberate breath, in and out, letting your shoulders loosen, your chest rise and fall naturally, your hands resting lightly, awareness flowing gently to every part of your body, every sense attuned to the quiet rhythm of the guild. The workshop hums softly, light filtering through tall windows, illuminating benches, tools, and materials. The faint scent of wax, oil, and wood lingering in the warm air, every detail reinforcing calm, presence, and reflection. You close your eyes briefly and allow the motions of the past days to unfold in memory. The careful strokes of hands shaping wood, the precise alignments of leather, the subtle pressure of tools guiding motion. Every action a meditation in patience, skill, and presence. Take another deep, slow breath, in and out, letting the lineage of the guild settle into your awareness. Centuries of hands, minds, and eyes guiding every subtle motion, teaching reflection, observation, and deliberate mastery. The master moves quietly among the apprentices, gestures subtle, posture deliberate, teaching through presence, example, and the quiet flow of skill and care. Not words, but the rhythm of motion itself. A living meditation in craft. You approach your workbench, tools neatly arranged, surfaces polished, the faint glow of late afternoon light warming the room, every detail a reminder of careful observation, patience, and mindfulness, every motion a continuation of your learning. Take another slow, grounding breath, in and out, noticing textures beneath your fingertips. The grain of wood, the smoothness of metal, the pliancy of leather, each sensation a meditation, each motion deliberate, each touch a teacher. You begin your work, every gesture flowing with quiet confidence, subtlety guiding your hands, memory and observation merging with presence, each motion a reflection of everything learned, patience, skill, and the quiet pulse of mastery embedded in every stroke. The master demonstrates a subtle, nuanced adjustment, a tilt, a pressure, a soft movement. You follow, absorbing the lesson, your hands flowing deliberately, integrating observation, memory, and intention, every gesture a meditation in care, presence, and subtle skill. Take another deep breath, in and out, feeling the rhythm of your body aligning with motion, the pulse of the guild, the flow of centuries of practice merging gently into your awareness, every movement a quiet reflection of mastery. Around you, apprentices continue in quiet focus, some polishing, some measuring, some aligning. The gentle hum of shared attention forming a symphony of calm energy, teaching presence, patience, and subtle observation. Notice the subtle interplay of light and shadow, the warmth shifting across benches, the textures of wood, leather, and metal, every detail reinforcing awareness, every small observation a reflection on patience, presence, and care. Take another slow, deliberate breath, in and out, letting awareness extend, feeling subtle growth, confidence flowing through hands, calm settling into mind and body, the gentle pulse of reflection guiding motion. You pause, reflecting on the journey, the nights of quiet contemplation, the mornings of deliberate practice, the challenges and subtle guidance of the master, the quiet, persistent rhythm of patient learning, each lesson absorbed and integrated. Your hands move with calm assurance, each motion deliberate, each adjustment careful. The rhythm of the guild and the lineage of craft flowing through you, presence, patience, and subtle mastery embodied in gesture. Take a final grounding breath, in and out, letting the calm, the satisfaction of growth, and the gentle pulse of the workshop settle fully within you, awareness complete, body aligned, mind centered, hands attuned. The master glides past one last time, silent, steady, a faint nod acknowledging attention, effort, and quiet presence. Not praise, but recognition of the journey traveled, the subtle mastery cultivated, the awareness deepened. The day softens, shadows long and golden, the workshop quieting, every motion, every breath, every small observation settling gently into awareness. The apprentice now fully attuned, calm, deliberate, present. Take one final, slow, deliberate breath, in and out, letting the rhythm of the day, the lessons of the journey, and the quiet pulse of the guild merge fully into your being, every gesture, every breath, every thought a meditation in presence, awareness, and subtle mastery. Tonight, the story moves to its gentle conclusion, the apprentice resting, reflecting, and integrating, and you, calm, present, and ready to drift into the slow, meditative rhythm of peaceful sleep. Slowly, gently, peacefully. What if the evening settles over the guild, soft shadows stretching across benches, tools, and surfaces, the last rays of light fading into gentle twilight, and you pause to reflect on the rhythm of hands, the pulse of breath, the quiet wisdom absorbed in stillness. Take a slow, deliberate breath, in and out, letting your shoulders release, your chest rise and fall naturally, your hands resting lightly, your mind softening, your body aware of the quiet, gentle rhythm that surrounds you. The workshop is calm, every surface polished, every tool in its place. The faint scent of wax, oil, and wood lingering in the cool air, each detail a meditation, each shadow a quiet whisper of history, care, and presence. You close your eyes and allow the motions of the day to drift through memory. The careful strokes shaping wood, the precise alignments of leather, the subtle guidance of the master, each gesture a meditation in patience, skill, and mindfulness. Take another deep, grounding breath, in and out, noticing your heartbeat, the gentle rise and fall of your chest, the pulse of awareness spreading through your hands, your arms, your shoulders, a quiet sense of presence filling every part of your being. The master moves silently among the apprentices, soft gestures, careful movements, teaching not with words, but with presence, guiding through example, showing that true wisdom unfolds in observation, reflection, and deliberate practice. You reflect on the journey, the nights of quiet contemplation, the mornings of deliberate practice, the challenges of careful learning, every small motion integrated into awareness, every lesson absorbed, patience and presence cultivated. Take another slow breath, in and out, letting your awareness expand, noticing textures beneath your fingers, the subtle warmth of the wood, the smoothness of metal, the pliancy of leather, each sensation a meditation in careful attention and mindful presence. The workshop hums softly, the faint echoes of motion and breath from the day lingering. A quiet symphony of deliberate attention and careful observation, every small sound a teacher, every gentle motion a reflection on patience, skill, and calm. You pause, hands resting lightly, eyes closed, absorbing the lineage of the guild, centuries of hands, eyes, and minds guiding each gesture, teaching subtlety, awareness, and deliberate mastery, presence in every stroke, calm in every breath. Take a moment to reflect on your growth, subtle but steady, confidence flowing gently through your hands, awareness spreading quietly through body and mind, every motion, every adjustment, every observation now part of your own rhythm and understanding. The master glides past, silent, steady, a faint nod acknowledging presence, care, and attention, not praise, but recognition, a quiet affirmation that learning is measured not in words, but in mindful motion, thoughtful reflection, and patient presence. Take another slow, deliberate breath, in and out, letting calm settle fully, letting the quiet pulse of the workshop, the rhythm of the guild, and the lineage of careful hands and observing minds merge softly into your own awareness. Notice the subtle changes of evening, the fading warmth, the softening light, the gentle stretch of shadows, each small detail a meditation, every subtle motion a reflection on the quiet lessons of patience, observation, and awareness. You feel the day integrating, the lessons of practice, reflection, and challenge settling within you, every breath, every motion, every small observation now part of a larger rhythm, the rhythm of presence, care, and mindful mastery. Take one final deep, slow, grounding breath, in and out, feeling awareness extend through your body, your hands relaxed, your chest rising and falling, your mind calm, every small movement, every subtle lesson, every quiet reflection flowing together. Now, let your awareness drift gently, like a leaf floating on calm water, the pulse of the guild, the rhythm of learning, the quiet presence of careful hands and observing minds guiding you softly, each breath a meditation, each heartbeat a gentle reflection. The workshop rests, the apprentice's motions stilled, the master's presence calm, subtle, unobtrusive, all woven together in the quiet, timeless rhythm of patient learning and careful observation. Let your body relax, every muscle softening, every thought slowing, letting the calm, the gentle presence, the quiet wisdom of the guild carry you into deeper awareness, into reflection, into rest. Take one last slow breath, in and out, letting the story, the rhythm of the workshop, and the pulse of your own presence merge into one gentle meditation. Tonight, the journey pauses, the apprentice resting, the lessons absorbed, and you, gently drifting, slowly, peacefully, into the soft embrace of sleep. The guild waits quietly for another day, for hands, minds, and hearts to return, carrying presence, patience, and subtle mastery, and you, carrying calm, awareness, and rest.